Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm CalMcDonald. I make comics you can read at calmcdonald.com. And today we are heading into Baldur's Gate again. We left off where there was a brothel and some murders going on. Hi Steph. Grace didn't reply to me asking if she's joining for the stream tonight. So I'll just add her if she wants to hop in. But solo tonight until then. How's your weekend going, Steph?
Mini Mazel wasn't so sheltered. On Crush Kalir, very little
And
is
if
hidden
the
behind
patron
doors.
confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Teresa's grace isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner,
why does Wands Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
Frago's Flop
World's
House.
Crossing.
It has
This
plenty.
place has been a haven.
Great!
And Harpers
We
were
can
less
run
than
with
welcome
Talon.
in the city.
Have sticky fingers.
Always been
Better off
appreciated.
sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
A Harper does not go in for public acclaim. We work in shadow and secrecy. Tragically unacknowledged by the ungrateful Herb.
Sounds familiar.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
Why won't they let you in?
The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it. There's not even any goddamn dragons round here to slay. Bet they let us in then.
Staying.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Break his nose. Good boy.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
I'm looking for a killer, a dwarf dressed in red, just like you. Who'd you think I was? I'm not gonna accuse him of
The
murder.
landlord,
He's not a dwarf.
Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mate a temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again.
What's your trade?
Let me show you.
Oh, but you don't have the fun potion.
Pleasure doing business.
He's not a dwarf, Steph. He's a halfling or a gnome, something like that. The dwarfs are stockier.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up.
Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
So, like, if I examine him... See, he's a halfling. He's not a dwarf. He's a hobbit.
New lodgings. We need at
Halsin,
least a double bed.
if I were a druid, what animal do you think I'd be?
It has plenty of spare beds.
Given your memory
We can
issues,
bump a ton of
perhaps a
people, and
goldfish.
none of them have sticky fingers.
I'd hope for something a bit more exotic.
Sleeping in the
But
gutter.
would
and
you
that-
carry around my fishbowl? Feed me flicks of food?
Only the finest, of course.
Not going inside.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delight.
From decadent drow to whip-cracking librarians, we cater to all tastes. See Mamselle Amira for a full list of company.
Pulling all nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Alright, here's the brothel.
Right, it's your birthday. You deserve to come.
Welcome to Charis's Caress, where the only thing that goes down easier than our drinks is our courtesans.
Raphael's sex life.
Someone with all the power of... A weary traveller, battered and bruised.
I like her hair.
You come for sustenance. No,
It's very poofed up.
decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
You misjudged me terribly. She'll need 3 costume changes minimum.
Oh, you crave a performance. How decadent. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Will this stern librarian of yours be back tomorrow?
Swishing. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind.
Hi, Happy Goat. Usually, I stream drawing my comic about gay werewolves in the future. But tonight, on Sunday nights, I play Baldur's Gate 3, where we are playing, a tiefling that has murder in his heart, but is, fucking a hot vampire. But welcome to the, stream. Nightbot has, my, usually will eventually link, my comics, which you can read for free online. Alright, if you need help, let me find Fionn for you.
To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key.
Elminster's library? People will get their thrills in the strangest of places.
I'm listening.
You have drow escorts. That does sound tempting.
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Are there other options for companionship?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. But she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away.
Steph, I
But
feel
we
like it's
are
less the
blessed to have a
librarian
devil in
and
residence
more
at the moment. A temporary
that it's
guest, but
Elfminster,
he
the old
asked
man that
I
keeps
send
stealing
any
our
potential
food's
clients his
library.
way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience.
Did the devil give you its name?
Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Raphael's hanging out in a brothel.
That human boy insisting on...
Much better to make drinks. You're a true talent. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
Happy Goat, I gave up on superhero comics because, I got sick of crossovers, so I have not read them in over 10 years. I used to read them in high school and college, and I'm sort of burnt out on superheroes, so I tend to read creator-owned stuff because I like it when a story has one person leading the creative vision. Okay, so rented a room upstairs. You'll drop by. Who are you exactly?
Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed. Go see Raphael. Then I might let you buy me a drink.
I have something to ask.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste?
Everything all right here? I think it's time you got out of here, buddy. Watch silently.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame.
That guy's face.
I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
We have a cat to talk to.
You're a true talent.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day.
Happy
I
Goat
am receiving
always talk to the
compliments
animals
at
in
this
Baldur's
time,
Gate.
and you are most welcome to make an offering.
Your eyes are two baleful jewels that strike fear in the most complacent.
You are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved.
What is the shady pair over there whispering about? What do you know about those fancy curtains? What are your thoughts on the clientele as a whole?
Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink.
I want to know about those fancy curtains.
The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
He must have brought so many to their knees.
I promise.
We can't talk to two people.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
Perception, listen in on their conversation.
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met a match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs?
Rogue Persuasion, I'm looking to join the build. How about you point me the way? Sounds like interesting business I'd like to take part on. Detect thoughts. We're gonna read the dwarf's mind.
Nine Fingers won't be happy about Zenobia, and I'm not about to tell her.
Need to talk to Nine Fingers about Zenobia.
Better you than me. Now listen, I'll only say this once. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
We just got citizens out here. No one to chat with.
Much better to make drinks.
We can't talk to any of them. Oh, hey, it's the little elephant detective.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
I'm afraid so. I found new evidence.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Gods. Stelmane is dead.
I spoke to both corpses. They were killed by a dwarf dressed in red.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. Look, I appreciate the amateur investigator act. It's oddly flattering, with emphasis on the odd. But without hard evidence and an alternate motive, I consider this case closed. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me
A
again?
group of shape-shifting assassins were under the temple, along with more murder victims.
Well, that is startling. It still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? I need proof. Hard proof. A motive, too. Otherwise, I'm afraid the case remains closed. I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me.
This dweeb. Right, how do we go upstairs?
And a bachelor clawing at my door the very next.
Hey, this is the guy who we found explosives in his basement.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
I found explosive bears you donated to refugees.
How? 9 hells? Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget.
If there were gold out after, I would have gutted you and taken it.
Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now.
Who's they?
I can't tell you. I won't tell you.
Tell me who they are, or you'll be dead before they even get to you. Best at talking.
All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder. Inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise they'll kill me!
You still haven't told me who they are.
I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Philologia sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
Thanks, I'll need some gold too.
Here, take it, all of it. I don't care. You'll never see me again, I promise.
Why there's such a type for so many.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
You can stare as much as you like.
This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
You keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith paying me to use the clamping device.
Time to go upstairs.
Nymph's Grotto.
His caress is a professional.
Teresa's caress isn't just.
This unlicensed, certainly libelous pamphlet describes its contents. It is a magical adventure that the one and only Elfminster explains the inaccuracies to Volo of his account of the mating rituals of the Feywild. It is a very graphic demonstration. So there's Volo Elfminster fanfiction in this lady's house. An excerpt from The Quarter Soon, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, emotional fulfillment, and detailed diagrams accompany every page. On your journey to sensual alignment, treat each passionate encounter as a dance. Your motives should flow from one to another like a river through mountains. For instance, it is likely to be uncomfortable for you and your partners or partners to move immediately from Bugbear Bend to Underdark Choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones such as threading the weave and transit plane are encouraged. It is most important for you to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step of the dance. Recipes for scented oils for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can all be found in later chapters. I appreciate their dedication. A comedy of errors centers around a butler, Vincent Rasmussen, who, though he is a silly dragonborn with stiff manner and generally baffling attitude to the ongoings of the fine fair ladies and their gentlemen, ends up going ass over tea kettle into extremely erotic situations with the local nobility. Needless to say, he is unprepared for it. There's a particularly good sequence where Vincent, a 7-foot-tall dragonborn, must pretend to be a shy little gnome named Miss Whimpersnatch during a banquet. Guffaw, fern, he, ho, hum, etc. BDSM outfits. We have a tub.
Absolutely sure.
Oh! We're just walking around with a severed hand. A revisionist sensation novella with a blurb. It's an alternate history sex adventure with the one and only Yoshimo does not betray the Ballspawn, but in fact he does almost anything the Ballspawn asks for very readily. So again, more fan fiction. It covers this pulp erotica, describes contents. After months of imprisonment in the Nashkal mines, Enchanter Zan cannot hear his solitude any longer and decides to pleasure himself with the only companion he has, his sentient sword, the Moonblade. Okay. So that's about fucking a sword. He's getting worse. The whispers, the night terrors, the blood. I know he's hiding something. The others in the flophouse know too. He's seen how they look at him, how they look at me. They're scared of him, and I can't blame them. I am too. So she's in the flophouse. That's next door. Or across the street.
But don't worry, everyone at Shares's caress is a
You're in safe hands.
pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state.
Devil's Den.
But what I... Oh, Father, give me strength.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, Devil.
You madman!
Alright, I need Lae'zel. I need
There's a house. Den of decadent
Will.
delight.
I need Karlach.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with on all fours and
I have such a headache.
We're gonna go talk to Raphael.
Everyone is
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush
Should not talk
now,
to a devil
Voss.
like that.
These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
The tadpole slumbers, and my blood isn't boiling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I'm not scared of that creature, not when Baal himself has hooked his eyes on me.
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The astral prism?
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Why would... okay, go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
And what are you going to get out of all this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, Want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kilir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris.
You hear that, Gale?
I knew
Unchecked
then
hubris.
that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Yeah, Gale's like, I'm just built different. The idea of you ruling all 9 hells doesn't fill me with joy. I think you'd make a fantastic Archdevil Supreme. What would make you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't? Why didn't you take the crown there and then?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
It must really annoy you that some mere mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Arch-wizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart.
No deal.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
We have all these people to talk to now.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Karsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Gale wants power.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
'Cause we're gonna do a heist.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Do a heist. Do a heist.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means.
What do you suggest?
We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
Okay. Let's see what everybody else has to say.
I need a moment for the two of us.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
It was Raphael.
Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
He wants the crown that's on the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
Does it matter? I said no.
I am glad you had the sense to turn him down. But it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you?
That's between me and the devil.
I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
You're the one who's talking about trust. If you trust me, you'll stop right now.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an elder brain to destroy.
Right, and I'm gonna talk to Will.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us, but there are other ways to get the Orphic hammer. Guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a Diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
The librarian does this thing without...
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the Devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Shures's caress isn't just about wetting.
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Thank you, Allison. I'm glad you think I'm smart.
You will when you've met the drought.
Raphael can beg for a deal all he wants. The crown will be ours.
Curious on your thoughts regarding Raphael's deal.
I do not want a devil to hold my fate in his hands any more than a god. I say we put the devil from our minds and trust in ourselves. If anyone should have the power of the crown, it should be us.
I love that she's like, yeah, don't give it to the devil. We gotta keep it.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
Wait, I'm gonna ask her more stuff.
Speak. Ask it.
Okay, we asked those already.
Everyone in Shures's caress is a
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
No, I will find another way to liberate Orpheus.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we're free?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Every time we work on our heist, the Emperor's gonna yell at us.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to... Come here! I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down.
Did he tell you to try and win me over with your charm? Or I'm still considering my options.
Nothing wrong with that. I hope you make the... The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city.
And what exactly do you do for him?
Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the Brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will... Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been.
Why make demands instead of just helping?
He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due.
I'll stop the Brain without his help.
I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting.
That one with all the power of the nine hells.
I used to believe the beauty of first love was unable to be surpassed.
You are safe, my love.
But Gale, you are so much more tolerable now
Let
you found
anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
That comment with the sincerity and goodwill I assume it was intended.
Well, I did. Which means we're getting a real... It'll make you feel better.
The game thinks I'm sleeping with Gale, too. It thinks I'm sleeping with everybody.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose.
Halcyon, tell me about the man behind the hulking wall of muscle. Do you actually do anything besides meditate, counsel, fight, train, and make love?
we have so few lodgings. We need at least a dozen.
Is such an existence lacking?
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great.
Good question.
We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them.
Will asking Allison, hey, do you do anything besides fucking people and working on your magic? And he's like, why would I do anything else?
What does it feel like?
In a word, sir, if you are in need of some pleasurable assistance,
Might I direct you to Sharess's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
What if there's food shortages? Rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me. High-class low-class prices. You won't find more flavor for less.
Darling, it's very leather-like. Apples, cloves, butter. Stock up.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
What a day. Honey, I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
What am I to do?
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
Action, not reaction.
I wonder what the next move is.
I am listening. Charmed, I'm sure.
What comes next?
defender of the people.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
What's cooking?
Takes some hesitation.
Careful.
Looking out your asses. Besides, our pantry is full.
No, what if there's food shortages? Rationing, and we can't leave anything to chance.
I got it. And thanks.
If it'll make you feel better, then fine. Set your worries. 15 low cities. You're in safe hands.
Not even a challenge. Delightful. A little souvenir. Quick and easy. Like candy from a gnome. Almost too easy. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. What a generous pocket. A quick profit. Silent as the grave.
Well, we should hit Rivington next week.
Goes well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Yes, darling, it's very
Up there,
weather-like.
Danthalon's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
How else was I supposed to see them? It was such a bargain. We can't return it. And the
Calms Garms.
person with you. Enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Hello? Hi! Over here! Me! Put him up! Put him up!
It's pronounced grabble, aforme, or die.
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
Follow your dreams and find out.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Ahoy, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Garms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
Perhaps leave the tagline to experts. You haven't quite nailed the patter.
Ugh. If it's empty patter you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, Calm's Garms has you covered.
So you don't get on with your brother?
You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick.
Maybe Figaro wanted his sisters close. You lost your dad after all.
Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit.
Hey, my current outfit's great. I look slutty. We have all these.
Remember, Calms, here for all your fashion needs.
Maybe I could wear it to dinner with your folks.
Astonish.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother.
Excuse me, we're discussing steel watcher gyrometics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine.
Nerd.
Are you a steel watcher fan too? If so, we meet here every day to discuss their mechanics.
That's no good.
It's very...
My mate got thrown by a steel watcher. Lucky bugger. The trajectory was perfection.
My parents
Did you
remember?
get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting models?
Hills, not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Even murder. She does not have murder tools.
Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for ya.
Okay, that's the brothel again.
How long do the effects last?
Dinner with my
It depends on the person and their virility.
Astonish.
Feat of genius.
No door to unhinge. My tools can fix anything.
I wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
Simple movement charm wouldn't be too hard to apply to such an object. I could conjure one up for you if you like.
fabulous sandal.
Yes,
Perfect for
I
show.
like.
Very well then. Once the city is done, kinetic cleaver will be first on my list.
He's gonna make Karlak a magic axe. That's nice.
Stop. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
Glorious. Those are some heady notes.
Aren't they just? You clearly
I like
have
this guy's mutton
excellent
chops.
taste. What can I do for you, sir? I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood paneling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing.
He does not have the potion we always want.
Be sure to savor each purchase.
Wonder what's past this.
Close this door, and then we're gonna rob the place. think I got everything.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed.
Yes, Emilio Spigosh. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Which makes him the inventor.
Not like it. How about we settle on
Well,
Gondian
we're shopping
and
for a suit.
Gortash invented them?
Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the steel watch foundry.
My goodness. Every substance has been tried and tested by those.
I hope my home can be yours if you don't go back to the skies.
I won't let anything happen.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and a withered arm in a ducal
Which
seat.
means we're getting a real...
I meant the gate. But you're always welcome for tea.
Hear me out. Jerez's caress also has rules.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Birthday boy's just nervous.
Listen,
Don't worry.
it's got private
Everyone at
rooms.
Jerez's caress is a professional.
Confuses me for a member of staff.
I probably...
Considerate, Mendara. Kinda sympathetic. Better at cooperating.
They can also make people more protective, guarded, paranoid, and jealous.
Never mind.
I want to know what Will just said to her.
Rich gods. Should have dumped a lot of them.
Trying to, where's the history?
We will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over.
How's an adventurer supposed to
I
do a
will
damn job
gladly
around
do
here?
Here we go.
Darwin's right, this was a stupid idea.
Candlekeep. Maybe even
Oh, I'm sure he has plans, but I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Oh, I can't sit here until the end of bloody time.
Haven't we lingered long enough? We should return for the ceremony.
we have time. The runaway is still
Stupid rich gods. Should have dumped a lot of them.
Grace, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hooray!
Grace, I was holding off doing an Astarian plot thing because you weren't here, but now that you are here,
Aww.
are you watching my stream?
I'm bringing it up right now. Ooh, thanks for waiting for me. Sorry, it was kind of really weird officially tourist season at work.
places like this behind.
And that means being forced to stay late sometimes.
It is our chance to start over.
Just gotta get through this ad break.
Gladly do so.
On Sarn, it's never just one thing.
So what you missed was, we explored a brothel.
Oh.
Raphael was hanging out in the brothel.
Do you think the master plans to expand
Raphael said, he wants the crown of Karsus.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans.
And
okay,
Gale and Minthara want to keep it for themselves. But Raphael says that he'll give us the thing to save, to free Lae'zel's prince. The guy who's stuck in the,
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
He'll give us the Orphic hammer, which will let Lae'zel, the prince of Lae'zel's people out. So Lae'zel got mad that we didn't take the deal. But then Will and Karlak are like, oh, but he said where he keeps it. So now we're gonna do a heist.
Yeah, we're gonna Ocean's 11 this shit.
Anyway, here's two slightly pale people with glowy red eyes. What could they be here for?
Like this behind.
Oh gosh, I couldn't even guess. My God, what could it be? I'm ready to be shocked. I'm ready to be aghast, agog, and aglow.
We should go. I do not want to face the master if we're late for his black mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We haven't.
You'll never want to be late for Black Mask.
No more
Mast.
needed.
It's not for the
Mast.
master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord
Oh, he's
grants
kind
us
of got some
freedom,
Nosferatu buck teeth going on, doesn't he?
by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him. Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion. It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome
Ooh,
back a
Astarion's
brother,
got
doll.
feelings.
Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back?
Ooh.
You got out. You were free.
We're here to kill Cazador.
I mean, yeah.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea.
I mean, it feels like they would only be down for this. Or learn to be down for it. You don't know what I can do. I'm a main character.
Where is he hiding?
Ooh, brutal. Vampire boy gonna toast a bitch. My God.
We're the best at talking.
We're so good at talking, and now is a great time for that. I mean, it's never a bad time to be best at talking.
Fine.
But this is an especially good one.
You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
Lightly smoking while talking to you.
Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all. Do you really think you can stop him?
I'm the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go. before I
Yeah, you're a
change
strong,
my mind
independent
about
vampire. You don't need no
roasting you,
Cazador.
brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think
Such a
Cazador
dramatic
will save them.
teleportation. Oh my gosh.
We should have killed them.
They're no threat to us.
I
They have
mean,
no choice but to do Cazador's bidding.
if we don't, then someone will
pity
down the
them.
line, I'm sure.
Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like
Astarion really said poor bitch is gonna poor bitch.
or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him
7 sigils on 7
take
spawn.
that
Say that 10 times fast.
for ourselves.
Jeez.
Those 6 spawn are your brothers and sisters. Are you ready to sacrifice them? Why not stay away? Let's say that one.
Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this.
What if we're walking into a trap?
Then we'll deal with it.
I mean,
It can't be worse than everything else
it's a
we
likelihood
faced.
we should consider, yeah.
And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
So what if it's a trap? We face traps all the time.
Oh, also, other thing that you missed. In the brothel, there is a lady who is a sexy librarian who steps on people. And Gale,
Good for her.
and her room is called Elsminster's Library, aka the old man that keeps visiting Gale. Gale was very offended that his mentor's library is being used for
Not everyone
Sexual
subscribes
roleplay.
to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Oh, wow. World building, you just have to love it.
What if we made it cloudy in here?
Let's find out.
I'm gonna save so I don't fuck this up. But sexy librarian is missing.
Oakfather's blessings.
Her boss does not know where she is.
Kel, we gotta save the sexy librarian.
Grace, I got bad news for you.
Oh, did she get checked out?
There's a murder cult. And someone is missing.
Man.
So guess where she is.
It would probably be a little optimistic to say she's right in the return slot, just waiting to get scanned back into the system.
Quick and quiet.
Damn.
For the eyes of Sir Figaro Otone only, greetings and so forth. I'm writing you this most auspicious day, marking my 6th year of gainful employment in your service. I have enjoyed and believe I have performed admirably each moment of these duties. Henceforth, I have a simple request: an increase in salary, 1 gold piece, 6 silver pieces, and 9 copper pieces. This has been precisely calculated to augment my rather humble lifestyle in accordance with the rising cost of living and a little bit of extra money for a nice loaf of bread. I do so level good loaf. I would perhaps behoove me to mention that Char's Caress are offering very competitive rates for janitorial staff at the moment. If that is, as that all sways your decision, though I am certain you are generous. We're gonna take all those things.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Yes, resurrect the sexy librarian. Raise a whole army of sexy librarian.
All right.
Let's keep to the shadows.
And if a patron confuses.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Time to kill. With ease.
A new, mostly blank book that only has a handful of diary entries. I've not written a diary before. Darkson said it might do wonders to settle my mind. Maybe distance is just what I need to wean, grow up, and still be hard. My boy never left the nest before. Really, never cared to. I know he's older than most who still live with their mams, but I've never cared for that. I don't think he has either. It's just he acts so differently, too. Secretive, rude, brash. Gods, I don't know about this. Maybe Dashkin was wrong. I don't feel better at all.
What's happening here?
So let's see, look. We'll pull up the Stern Librarian. Okay, these are complete quests. Find the Stern Librarian. We found Fion's diary in a chest in Fiego's flophouse. She seems to be very concerned about her son's change in demeanor and sudden tendency to be away from home.
There's a house, den of decadent delights.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian thing with her whip on all fours and
Okay, but Frago's Flophouse sounds like it would be the name of a place that got shut down by the health inspector in the Shire.
It does.
Frago's Flophouse? We don't talk about Frago's Flophouse. Many an upstanding hobbit lost in their investment on that one.
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. There's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Oh, we also found many a fan fiction in the Slutty Librarian's library.
Yes, very good. Quality things to have in your library.
And then we found a copy of the Kama Sutra.
Of course we did. No library would be complete without one.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of death.
No time to rest.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
I'm here.
I don't think this is strictly legal.
Time for a little death.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Simple.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's
Nice and easy.
See, for a place called a Flophouse, also, I just expect a level of sleaze that we're not really seeing here.
Let's march.
Or maybe I have an unfair bias
mean-
against the term flop.
When we first walked in, Astarion said this is where he found all the drunk people that he would kidnap and murder. So...
Okay, yeah. So it's got the floppy reputation, definitely.
So there aren't ne'er-do-wells in here because Astarion ate them all.
He actually really cleaned the place up. The quality of service is improved too. He just got rid of the riffraff customers, I guess. I can just see Astarion going, "You're welcome."
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Okay, there, that's the ladder I was looking for.
Ooh, found some gold in the attic.
Oh, you also missed, Will asked Hallison if he does anything, other than meditate and fuck and, study magic. And Hallison is like, is there more to life? Like...
What else is there,
Yeah.
man? What's he gonna do? Say, "Oh, I've dabbled in macrame." But you know, the sleeping, meditating, and fucking are the big ones, honestly. And magic.
The key from the shapeshifter. It fits this lock.
Blood near the bed.
Blood near the bed, Grace.
Oh no! No. Maybe she just spilled some wine on her way to bed.
Two hands, now 2 hands, 2 of them, more needed, not enough, must cover myself in the glory to be covered in blood more.
Good lord, how many hands do you need to be covered in?
God be cursed. These tunnels were full of
Yeah.
shapeshifters.
And
Father
bloodstained
Odin's name was
parchment
written
too,
here
my god.
Those wishing to face the Dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the
What?
killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. Duke Vladimir Stelmane, Elf Song Tavern, Lower City, killed. Father Lorehand, Open Hand Temple, killed. Dribbles the Clown, killed. Alexander Rainforest, officer near the counting house of Low City, killed. Frank Petrie, abode
What
near
did
Friergo's
Dribbles
Fireworks,
do?
Lower City, killed. Cora Highbury, large home near Baldur's Gate, Mouth Gazette, Lower City. Fiergo Pennygood, Facemaker Fashion, Lower City. Chief Rover, Elfsong Tavern, Chef Rover, Elfsong Tavern near Lower City. Nasha Lasha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Van Hamp, Upper City. Retake this list.
What did they do?
It's just,
my god.
it's just
Ooh,
a
disguise
murder.
kit. Fun. What could you do to deserve such a behanding?
They're nothing. They're just people that are good to murder.
You know, I'm thinking that these murderers are up to no good. I'm not a fan of their work. I do not support or endorse it.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright. Time to look at the blood on the floor.
This is me for a member of staff.
Oh.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Investigate.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good. Roll again.
Best at talking, not the best at investigation, unfortunately.
You notice the blood source.
Starian approves
Body
of us looking
hidden
at
under
blood.
the bed.
Yeah, he's so into it.
Alright.
There's a body under the bed.
The corpse regards you.
All right, let's corpse
breathlessly.
whisper.
Who were you?
Theon Goldgrind.
This is the librarian.
Mhm.
How did you die?
Murdered by my son.
No,
It's to be
that's
expected.
not good.
Some families just don't get along.
Not the time, Astarion. Not the time.
Why did your son kill you?
Found his secret. My sweet boy.
Oh.
Why?
What's your son's secret?
Killed folk
Is it really gross?
slowly.
Oh no, your son was a serial killer. That's no good.
Who's your son's next target?
Ill-mated temple.
What's his deal?
See exactly who.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alright, time to tell that drunk elephant lady she's bad at her job.
There's a drunk elephant lady?
There
My
was
god.
the detective, the flying elephant from last
Oh,
week.
yeah!
She's in the whorehouse drinking it up.
Yeah, she's real bad at her job.
She's in the whorehouse drinking it up, and we told her we talked to the dead bodies, and she's like, dead bodies are shitty witnesses. I need evidence.
As a detective, shouldn't she be not drinking on the job?
Well, she thinks she's done. She's like, refugees did it.
Racism, that old chestnut.
I won't let anything happen. Doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drow.
Here we go.
I
Oh my
presume
gosh.
you found something interesting to discuss.
Detective
if you're
Flying
interrupting me
Elephant.
Again.
Oh, the little pipe is such a cute touch, though.
Father Lohan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot, a ball pop. I found another body in the flop house nearby. I think it's related.
You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory?
My father Ball is letting his children out to play. I'm gonna say that and see what they say.
Just see what happens. See what the reaction
Just to
you
see
get
what
is.
happens. We might reload.
Well, if that's true, that sounds
But you know
dreadful.
what? For the lulz, let's do it.
Complicated. As if
Well, that
this cult of the Absolute wasn't enough to worry about. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay
You
and
go
inform
to let
the
her know
fist
what's
here.
going on, and I'll stay and have another
and
drink.
You'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Go do my job for me faster.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting.
Murdered! Ye gods,
I like
the
this
poor
lady's hair.
thing.
It gives me very Dolly
Oh, by
Parton
the mother of
vibes.
cats, I pray she didn't.
I was
see.
actually just thinking that. Oh my god.
When
Love
I first
it.
talked to her, I was
The
like, it's a
regulars all
shame
miss their
Grace isn't
more.
here.
They
Grace would love this
swarmed
Dolly
her like
Parton hair.
honeybees at the hive.
I mean, I do. I really do.
Losing fields slashed
Oh
a big
man, high
hole in
fantasy
my
Dolly
coin
Parton would
purse.
be a thing of
I
beauty.
should get to replacing her.
The best little whorehouse in Baldur's Gate.
Yay!
I'm sure you can
Oh, I
spare
love
a
it.
little something for me at least.
I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Okay, I'm gonna save before talking to the Drow twins. Because you can have them do something very funny.
Okay.
But I want them to fuck me and Astarion in a four-way later.
Ah, hell yeah.
So I can have the funny thing. Or or a five-way with Astarion, Allison, and the twins.
Oh hell yeah.
So we're gonna do the funny thing.
Damn, you really can have it all.
So I'm gonna show you the funny
Oh
thing.
god.
Okay.
This is the best game ever.
Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography? You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
Mademoiselle Emmer said you could provide me with a gift. I'm going to ask first, how'd you end up here?
I used to work as a courtesan back home.
What's
and
your
my
deal?
sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
Don't you want to change?
Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamselle.
Oh, Mamselle, I get it.
Yeah.
A mademoiselle named Mamselle. Cute.
Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. Ah, a person of taste indeed. Come hither. We have a room upstairs.
Seems pretty straightforward so far. Babe, I'm going to go have sex with this drow. Don't wait up.
Oh, they're all following me.
There it is. The whole time they're gonna be just standing straight outside the door.
This way, this way. This way. Scuttle with haste.
Come on now.
Come
So
on,
that's the
let's
dirty
go.
library.
We gotta get. When are you gonna get to the sexy fireworks factory?
Here we go.
As much as I enjoy when others
Whoa.
watch, that wasn't included in the price.
Neat room.
Oh, so everyone else needs to leave.
I am here.
Guys.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Okay, everyone else is out. Here we go. Funny thing.
There is nothing I haven't done. And nothing I won't do. Clients usually choose me over my sister. when they're
Nothing,
looking
huh?
For a man of extremes.
So, it struck me in ways of vice I've never haven't heard of. I'm in over my head. I want to leave. I'm not sure if I have any specific fixations. I know I'm into, but
Missionary with the
we're
lights
going
off.
to do it missionary with the lights off.
A wicked gleam lights up his
Hilarious.
eye, far more sinful than any you witnessed before.
Scandal.
Oh, you filthy thing. You have surprised me. Most people come in here with let me stuff all of your hair into my favorite orifice, or I can't come unless you use your deep gnome voice. I'm numb to all the depravities I conduct on a daily basis, but boring sex? That's a new fetish entirely. We mustn't waste a moment of this mundane
he's
night.
really into it. Damn.
Let's do it like we've been married for 10 years. Let's make love like unschooled virgins. Let's we've been married for 10 years.
We've been married 10 years, yes.
In the darkness, he instinctively caresses your neck before realizing he must do worse.
Wow.
He squeezes your rear with a limp grasp.
Oh, kitten. Be
Let's
bad
do worse.
for me. Be bad at sex.
Take off your clothes clumsily, tripling over your socks. Lie motionless on
Yeah.
the bed, expending no effort. I haven't had a bath in a 10-day. I'm too tired to do anything tonight. Let's just go to sleep. What do you want me to say?
Rip over your socks, sensually.
I'm going to save, and we're going to see the results for all of these.
Oh man, game of the year.
I will do my best not to last more than 2 minutes for you, dearest.
You engage in a tepid night of the most memorable, unremarkable sex. The drow seems to have the time of his life.
Good for him, honestly.
Okay, so we're gonna load again.
I want to do. I'm just losing it over. I want to do missionary with the lights off.
That's why I was like, I have to show you this.
Oh my god, do you get that option with the sister too?
No, because it's you pick the boy for the kinky stuff, and you pick the girl for the nice stuff.
In the darkness, he instinctively caresses your neck before realizing he must do worse. He squeezes your rear with a limp grasp.
Oh, kitten. Be bad.
Oh, that must
for
have been
me.
a fun line to have to record in a booth.
At sex.
Oh, which one do you want to do next?
I haven't had a bath in a 10-day.
Oh, I had fermented herring for dinner.
You engage in a tepid night of the most memorable, unremarkable sex. The drow seems to have the time of his life.
Oh, Spike is rating. You're just in time for bad sex.
Rated during the bad sex scene. Holy shit, what perfect
Yeah,
timing.
In the darkness, he instinctively caresses your neck before realizing he must do worse.
Oh,
He
incredible.
squeezes your rear with a limp grasp.
We're having
kitten.
bad sex on purpose.
Be bad for me. Be bad at sex.
This drow is really into it.
Okay, lie
And we're not
motionless
gonna
on the
kink
bed,
shame.
expending no effort.
I will do my best not to last more than 2 minutes for you, dearest.
Yeah, do it.
You engage in a tepid night of the most memorable, unremarkable sex. The drow seems to have the time of his life.
Tepid, memorable, unremarkable sex.
Okay, we're gonna...
Oh wow! I'm so
Basically,
glad that this is the
we
part
hired
have
this
not-
male prostitute, and he asked us what we want to do, and we told him we want to do it missionary with the lights off, and he got so excited.
And he was super into it. It was the most kinky thing he's ever done in a lifetime of kinkiness.
Yeah.
And who are we to take that away from him? Honestly.
And I picked it
A day
because
you don't broaden your horizons is a day wasted.
I picked it because I wanted to show Grace the goofiness of it.
Before realizing he must do worse, he squeezes your rear with a limp grasp.
Oh,
Okay, we have one last option,
Yeah.
and that's
bad for me.
I'm too tired.
Be bad
Right.
at sex.
Yeah. It's important, Grace, to know that drow and other elves don't actually sleep for this joke
So he's
to
just
work.
gonna stare at you all night.
Oh, I mean, yes, dear. Get your beauty rest. Don't do anything special on my account.
You and the drow lie in bed, hold each other for a while, but he quickly turns
Oh
over
my
and
gosh.
begins snoring.
So he was fake snoring, is the point.
Trying to simulate the experience
Yeah.
for you. That's so sweet.
Alright, now we're gonna go back to before we were having bad sex. But yeah, he was so excited. He's just like, oh, scandalous, intentionally bad sex. The kinkiest of kinks.
Oh, what a wonderful world we live in sometimes, honestly.
Best game. Anyway.
So you're gonna go back so you can hook up with these drow in earnest with the boyfriend of your choice later on,
Yes.
Awesome.
Astarion won't do
Game of the
it
year.
until you finish his quest, because remember, he doesn't want to have sex right now. So he does not want
Leather-like. Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
Well, they were so uncomfortable standing outside the door hearing all of that happen that they dissipated.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve
I'd probably break his...
Oh my goodness.
Is Astarion getting yelled at for crimes?
I mean, he is gonna do them regardless of whether he gets yelled at or not, so...
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Every time is prime time for crime time for him.
Almost painfully so. My body burns like the noonday sun.
And the other person with you, they enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
Darling, it's very leather-like.
My heart flutters at the thought.
Now we're gonna go talk to Jahira's friend.
Dinner with my parents, remember?
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
You can turn off the charm, Entharl. They're with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too.
They're already here?
Is it just me, or does this guy look like he's got a
Here's
weirdly
the key.
smushed Tom Hanks face?
Maybe. Did the Harpers ever just stop and say hello?
Ha! Clearly you do not
Good
know
question.
our Harper Most High.
I wouldn't say that. We've traveled a long road together in a short time. The others will be taking their ease here. Entharl has been known to shelter Harpers when they need it.
Entarl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
Wait, I'd like to look at your
To
stock.
buy? You're already my favorite.
All right. What's he got? We want anything that has a name.
Only name brands.
Steph, I watched Murder Bot this weekend, and it's very good.
Mm-mm.
You should check it out. He just wants to watch. Murderbot just wants to watch their definitely not Star Trek show.
Oh my god, I was a murder bot all along?
pleasure. Jaheira needs more friends like you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. God forbid we do any business today.
Wait for everybody to get down here before we talk to people.
Let's go to Calm's Gums. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Alright, I think that's everybody.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It'd be great if you got like a little reaction from each of your teammates, just being like, "So, how was the sex?"
Very
I mean, I know we've
formal
gone back to the
greeting,
save point, but
Geraldus.
still.
You are well?
Yes, High Harper. Standing beneath Selûne's tears.
The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Selûne's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
Well, something is up here.
Oh, clever cow. This is an ambush. Strike first, while they focus on me.
Time for some thought probing.
Say bye-bye.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Be quick.
And fight, 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 fight.
Wow, Astarion killed that guy in one hit.
Good for him.
I love how overpowered Astarion is now. That's 2 down, 2 to go.
Pretty quick fight so far.
Yeah.
I am fury. I am death.
And we caught them by surprise, so they're not even gonna get to go next time.
Well, that's what they get for making Jaheira's friend uncomfortable. Clearly.
Moving to position.
battle for the ages. Let's light them up.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
We'll let Jahira kill them.
What must be
He made
done?
our buddies worry.
Good. Appropriate.
Of course, Jahira could miss.
Well, so much for peace.
Unleash me. Onward.
Those doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Let's talk to Jahira. Where'd she go? Nope. Stop moving, Jahira. I need to chat with you.
It's hard to chat with a moving target.
Stay still.
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Well, isolated exactly as Lauren wanted. So what's next? Orin targeted the Harpers for a reason. What is it?
A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Min's fought against Baal before. Perhaps he could help. A sworn hunter of Baalspawn. Mine is muddled, as you know, but the name means something.
Perhaps. He's one of the few people alive who has faced your father before. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting.
He was in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2
and the
as
last
well.
time I saw him, I let him die.
What happened?
Fun.
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
Here you are. You made the right choice. Don't second guess yourself. Or sorry to hear that's a cruel choice to take.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
I'm gonna talk to this kid.
Did I get it right?
Sheluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the
Snakehoof,
cult.
why are you going
High Harper.
insane?
They're part of it.
Is it because this game be wild?
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until...
Oh,
your
shit.
latest orders. Until we started to search
No.
for the Rashomar. They struck the
Oh,
same
that's
night.
awful. I'm so sorry.
I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin.
Are you okay?
While smiling at me out of her face. She said
Aside from the aforementioned going
said-
insane.
that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me.
Oof.
But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
Jeez, why is it that the really bad shit can never just happen only once?
I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
No one can make the choice for him, not even you, High Harper.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
Death is death.
You've seen the D&D movie,
for
right?
meaning in it is foolishness, boy.
Yes.
Childish
The
storybook
Harpers are the
nonsense.
thing that Chris Pine's character was a member
Exactly
of.
the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is over.
Oh,
my
if it is an
making.
action-adventure
I sent the
epic with
Harpers
Chris
hunting
Pine in
after
it,
the
I am
cult,
familiar.
Without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today.
Damn, Snakehoof, that really sucks. I'm
Geraldus?
so sorry.
You're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here. Yes?
You mentioned there might be another way to find Mints.
There might be, but... it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then. Ask it.
What can you tell me about the Harpers?
I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven around our name. Seeing the hope die in a romantic's eyes, it is only funny the first few dozen times. Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty meddlers who cannot help but stick their nose into every conflict they stumble across. The truth is in there somewhere. We try to work towards a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding.
How did you end up joining?
I will not bore you with a long tale. The short. I was born to a high family in Tedir. I remember little except that when my family fell, they fell far and fast. I learned young what fear and hunger make desperate people do. I learned to do some of it myself even. Until a roving circle of hedge druids found me. They raised me in the wild. But when it became clear I was, perhaps not suited to a life of idle reflection, I was sent to the Harpers. To do. They showed me how to fight with sword, as well as spell, and gave me ample causes to wield them for. If I was not always the truest believer in every cause, well, I fell in love with someone who was. And that is almost the same thing.
Tell me more about this someone you loved. Who's in Baldur's Gate 1?
Ooh, yeah.
Not really.
Oh, she doesn't want to share.
She's like, nah, I don't owe you that.
You might say that. I left their service and swore never to return. Multiple times, if I recall. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high causes shrouded in secrecy. I thought I might find another way to be of use to the world. And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A harper never leaves the chorus. She simply goes to spread the song. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would find them. Harpers. Stuffed with their own virtue, but always there. Always trying to help. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. And I still do not know how to play one. If I wanted to spare Geraldus the same headaches, well, you now know why I needed him to be sure this is the life he wants. But you're staring. Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move, no? Ha! No. No, thank you. Let the wiser members of my order wrinkle their brows over that particular phrase. In all my years fighting for the Harpers, I am still never certain what the greater good means. I've learned to be content with, well, that was not so bad as it might have been.
Ugh, yeah, there is nothing quite as crappy as having there be something crappy going on, and nothing you can do until morning. Snakehoof again, I'm really sorry. That's a whole mess.
Yeah, that sucks. Alright, we are leveling up.
We're leveling on up. Leveling on up. Yeah, no worries. When you gotta rant, you gotta rant. Especially when something really crappy is happening. Crappinin', if you will. Look how powerful all our friends are getting.
Yeah, we're at level 13.
Hell yeah.
Which means we are above the level the game is equipped for.
Sick. We're more powerful than the game.
The game is not prepared for this level of power.
Oh god, the club can't even handle us right now. The club being this game, and us being you, and the character you play.
Because in the default game, the max level is 12. And so I have a mod that lets you make the max level be 20. It'd be very funny to give the vampire the spell daylight.
I mean, yes.
After I'm done raiding all their corpses, we'll call it a night. But thanks,
Alright,
folks that
cool.
came from Spike's raid. I'm Kel. I make comics that you can read at kelmcdonald.com. And I stream on here with my artwork. I draw my comics during the weekdays. Baldur's Gate time is just Sunday nights.
On Tuesdays, we art.
Yes. Got werewolves to draw.
Hell yeah. Or should I say, howl yeah.
Woo.
And as you can probably tell, I make bad jokes across the internet. And my name is Grace, and I go by Bonecrusher Jank.
I've been trying to think of who should get kidnapped. Because that's gonna happen when we go to the main part of the city. Someone's gonna get kidnapped.
Who would take at least personally to get kidnapped?
Well, the thing is it can't be a Astarion because we're kissing him.
Yeah.
And
It can't be done.
so the options for kidnapping are Gale, Lae'zel, Minthara, or Hallison.
If not over, then through.
I feel like Gale wouldn't take it too harshly. Like, he'd react appropriately, but not like... But like within reason.
It's like whoever gets kidnapped, though, we don't get to see funny reactions from Mids.
Oh, damn. That's a good point.
The other option is that small child that's at our camp. They can get kidnapped. But if they're kidnapped, their cat dies.
No! Okay, we can't do that.
Yeah.
It cannot be done.
I don't want the kitty to die.
No animals may be harmed in the questing of this game.
Here we go.
I'd give up a kidney for
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tools for the job.
One of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. My tools can fix anything.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Just sent him flying.
Tools, all shapes, all sizes, all prices.
I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman.
If it ain't broke, it's 'cause we already helped you fix it.
We gotta dump that torso in our regular camp because it's just so heavy.
Can't just be walking around with torsos all day. Alright, I hate to say it, but it's almost 11
Yeah.
and I gotta work in the morning.
This is where we're gonna save. Thanks everyone.
Good night, all you
Good
beautiful
night,
people.
I'm gonna see if there's anyone to raid. No one that I follow is online. So yeah, good night everyone. Have a good one. Join us Tuesday for Art Times and next week for more Baldur's Gate. Have a good one.